Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful day, a day that God has given us. We rejoice and praise Him in it. As we promised you, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel, TJK Shares, we bring you ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. We've taken you through different continents, to different countries, brought you to Uganda, brought you to United States, and back and forth. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to introduce a friend of mine. We met first time when she was doing something here at Michigan State University in East Lansing, Michigan. We've stayed in touch. I was amazed and inspired by the work she does in South Africa, journey, how she got where she got. You've seen her in some of the shots in some of our Twitters. Today you get to meet Lebo.
Yes.
Lebo, welcome to TJK Shares. Thank you for making time on all different time zones and different continents. We appreciate you coming here and sharing your wisdom, sharing your journey. Thank you for making this time. Welcome to TJK, and please introduce yourself and greet your audience.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Lebohang from South Africa, and I am a poultry farmer and entrepreneur. Above everything else, I am a bubbly person and I just love life.
So you
Yes.
left your job and
Mm-hmm.
started a business and you named it
Nkanyezi.
Nkanyezi,
Yes.
which in Uganda language means something else, but Kanyezi in your language means stars, you told me.
Yes.
Why did
Yes.
you name your company Stars?
You know what? Okay, I started the reason why I named it Star,
Yeah.
it's because I saw a brighter future with the business, right? Because I said, no man, this one, because in my language it means to shine bright or something that shines bright, that brings light. So, when I said I started the business because I wanted to afford my life, 2019, for the first 6 months, that was my reason. But
Yes.
after I realized that my business is changing lives, then the reason behind it changed how I saw my business, because initially it was just for me and my family. But as time progressed, I realized that, man, this business is actually assisting more people than I thought. So now I'm actually giving back to the company. And for me, it felt like I'm actually giving light, and I'm making light, shining brighter for people and making life easier for them. Yeah. So that's where they actually come from.
Very good. So the burdens of starting companies are
Mhm.
you choose a name, you have to register, you have to get market, and
Yeah.
let's tell our audience what your company does.
Okay, I started my company as a chicken company, poultry farming. Should I give you a bit of a smaller background before I explain that
Yes,
what
yes, yes.
small, yes. So I started it 2019 because how I started, I looked for somebody who was already farming, because I didn't have land and I didn't, have experience in terms of farming. So when I found somebody farming, I bought from them and resold the chickens. So my mom was my first client, then I sold to her. Then from there, her teacher saw the chickens, then moved from 50 to 100. And then I saw that, no, this business is actually my business. So throughout the years, for the past 4 years, I've been growing the business, selling chickens to our clients, informal market, resellers. So I managed to grow quickly because I had reseller model where people would buy from me and also resell to make profit for their own, because unemployment rate is so high in South Africa. So if you find a way to make, things better for people who are not employed, then go for it. So that's why I started it. And then fast forward 5 years later, I then branched to other things. Now I'm into property, I'm into crop farming, and I'm doing quite a lot of businesses there and there. But it's essentially the main business was poultry farming. I sell chickens. Yeah.
You sold chickens. And labor, when I met you at Michigan State, I learned something.
Yeah.
I eat chicken. I grew up around chicken in my village on a small scale.
Yeah.
I worked at Michigan State University in the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so many farms, but I had never
Hmm.
asked this question. It's
Hmm.
from you that I found out that from when you get the chicks,
Yeah.
it takes 4 months.
4 weeks.
Oh, see, I'm still confused. 4 weeks, 1 month,
4 weeks.
1 month, and February, you can't count February because it has fewer days. 1 month from
Yeah.
that 1 day chick to
Yes.
food that is on our table.
Yes.
Is this because they are hybrid chickens? Is it the feeds? Is it what makes the chick grow fast?
It's how they grow actually. It takes them actually 6 weeks if you want bigger chickens, and then 4 weeks for retail. And the normal if you want running a serious business, 4 weeks because people don't eat big chickens
Yeah.
from the supermarkets. If you go to your supermarket tomorrow, go to Myers and then check the size of the chickens. It's probably 1.1, 1.2. So those are 4 weeks grown chicken.
Uh,
But if you go to the villages and stuff, they want the big chickens, which takes about 6 weeks. So it takes that number of days. It's just their process, like a baby or being pregnant for 9 months. You can't do anything. Even if they give you food or don't give you food, you'll take 9 months to grow. You know.
exactly.
So it's the same principle. It's just you just need to feed it correctly to get the correct weight.
Yeah, so you do wholesale, you do retail, but you
Yeah.
business faster from
Yes.
50 to now supplying more than 3,800 chickens. Is
Yeah.
it daily or is that monthly? What do you attribute to your success? Apart from being smart and being a good,
Mhm. So can you repeat your question? I think you asked two things.
yeah, what do you attribute to the success? 4 years, many people are still struggling. For you,
Yeah.
eat the crowds, you come and studied and did a fellowship at Michigan State University. You were
Yeah.
attached
Yeah.
to Greenstone Credit Union, Peter of Greenstone Credit Union, who was your,
Yeah.
is the one who said,
Yeah.
we talked label. Can't keep hosting people and not bring label. Here we
Thank
just
you so much, Peter, if you're gonna listen to this. Yeah, but mostly it's consistency and excellence. One thing about me, and I think maybe most entrepreneurs, even if you're a farmer or whichever business you're running, consistency, excellency, and also researching and getting more knowledge about what you are selling. Whether it's a chicken or a property or anything, make sure that you invest time in researching more about it. So I managed to grow quicker in the business because I was researching and I was asking the people who have won or who have done it correctly before me to say, how are you guys winning? I didn't just start a business blindly so and continued my ways, but I would find a ways to make it easier and more profitable by asking the people who have already been where I want to be. So consistency, excellence, and always learning and teaching yourself, that's what assisted me to be able to grow so quickly in the business.
perfect. And you're in a business where you have both men entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Um, in the United States, they have worked so hard to try to level the ground between women entrepreneurs and men
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. It's still,
Hmm.
as a woman business, as a businesswoman, do you face any challenges that you think are different from what men face in business?
Yes, we do face, and funny enough, um, it becomes okay. Most of my challenges that I face in the business world, it was caused by other women, It's
Oh,
hard, yeah, it's caused by other women. And I stress this because I want us to change the narrative towards how we treat each other as women, You might find I go to an office and you are there as a woman to assist me. It'll take me 5 visits before one can actually open that door as compared to a male counterpart where they'll just give you what you want at that time. And, if they can't help you, they'll let you know. But if a woman, they'll start looking at you first, and then there's this negative connotation, before you even say anything. So I always had to now, it was always difficult, especially when you get into the business world where women are the decision makers. They take time to, give you a chance to prove yourself that you can do it. So only a few that will warm up to you at first, but a few you need to work really hard, try to be their friends. I don't know what to do, but for them to actually take you serious. But in with men, yeah, it was a bit easier. But also, with men, they also, especially when you're in leadership position, because when we have meetings, especially if it's it's all the directors in the farming space. You
Mm.
find that for a woman to have your point taken into seriously or into consideration, they don't even give you that unless you are really fighting to be heard, you know. So the same airtime given to women and men is not the same when it comes to let's say in a meeting where there's lots of men and you are standing up with your mic, you want to put your point across. They're a bit skeptical about, you know, trusting what you're saying as a woman. So
Mm.
it's a bit of a, yeah, you get those challenges, but you just have to continue knocking, continue shouting, continue pressing until you get assistance. So yeah, I guess those are the challenges that I faced.
And you know, majority of the people I've hosted on this channel, we are getting to 180 plus majority.
Yeah,
So my listeners, please pay attention to this.
please. Yeah, if it's women and you are a decision maker, please offer
Make a
other
way,
women. Yeah,
make a
make a
way,
way for other women without feeling intimidated or, you know, just open the door.
open
Yeah,
doors, make a way. We
make a
who
way.
are in the fight against gender-based violence and
Sure,
gender inequality always talk
sure.
more about the patriarchal and how many African countries are behind because of patriarchal.
Yeah.
Big, very good point. I've actually said to, uh, I said this at United Nations, that
Uh-huh.
for a long time, genital mutilation in our countries
Hmm.
was emphasized by women, older women, told their young
That's,
that if you
hmm.
don't do this, you're not going to find a husband. I
Yeah.
found out that in our country, Uganda, in the rural areas where girls get,
Yeah.
when you,
Mm-hmm.
these girls, they are more harassed,
Sure.
despised, thrown out by other women, the
Yeah.
grandmothers are putting shame on me. So
Exactly.
here is an appeal, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from Abel, you heard it from me, women being nice to each other.
Please.
Open
Sure.
eyes for each other. Stop
Hmm.
looking at what somebody's wearing and you start judging
Exactly.
them based on their dress. Be nice, open, love each other. And the word,
Hmm. Support each other.
there we go. Thank you for bringing
Yeah.
that. I was not part of the discussion, but where we get an opportunity, we
Yeah.
bring up the points so we can support each other.
Yeah.
It grew. You got to come to Michigan State University.
Yep.
While you are here, your business was still running, and at the presentations towards the end,
Mm-hmm.
you proposed something that struck all of us who passed through those. Tell our
Mm-hmm.
audience what you are embarking on moving forward.
Do you mean the collaboration with the them or which
Yes,
one?
yes,
I've done it. I've done. Pardon?
the collaboration.
Oh, okay. You know, with okay, when I was there, you see, we always talk about collaboration, to working together, da da da. So whilst I was there, I met up with this beautiful lady who was very talented in the seedlings world, right? And then we decided to say, you know what, you are good with your seedlings, I'm good with the markets, and I've got a bigger audience this side in South Africa. So how about we collaborate and actually do this thing? And we thought we were joking. And from there, we just went and we worked. So now we've got our seedlings. They're growing. So we will be planting them. I'm going to fly to Zimbabwe very soon to check how they are because they're growing their side. And we also found a partner in the United States who will be providing us with the seeds. So it's three countries collaborating to make the thing work or the business work. So we were tired of always writing down that hey, we need to collaborate and always thinking like let's do it
Yes,
practical and see where we'll go. So that's what we did, and I'm so grateful for it because even now we are watering each other, we are helping each other with other things. So yeah, we've actually a baby was born in the US.
baby
Yeah,
was born and tying into what the point we just made. This was woman to woman in the
exactly.
same program. Now
Yes,
working together, combining three countries. The next thing it is going to be global. Since you have
exactly,
seeds coming from United States, it's already a global company. So you are
exactly,
already practicing what you are preaching.
exactly.